Gone are the days, now I'm coming back stronger. These kind of scars go deeper than skin. Don't make a sign if I stay any longer. Been through the dark and I won't go back again. No, I won't go back again. These kind of sins always end in a reckoning. No, I won't go back again. These kind of scars go deeper than skin. Oh, I'm done setting myself on fire just so I can keep you up. I'm done killing my own desires just so I can give you yours. You think I'm gonna keep on running back to you like I did before? No more, no more, no more. Told you all my insecurities, it didn't occur to me. I was pouring my heart out at the table. You turn on me, you turn.
First opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Indianapolis. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Colts. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team to just score their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
To the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
looking to put a drive together. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Again, it's Taylor. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Flushed out right. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Here's Jackson to throw. A check down here for Henry. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody come. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman with an amazing diving catch. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7.
14-7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Next, the receivers have spread the defense out. They were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now it's Richardson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to it. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
3rd down and 13. Here's Richardson to throw. A short one there, caught by Warren. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
A gain of 3.
To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Here's Hill on the return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Ravens will take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Cameron Winans on the coverage.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. That's caught downfield. It's Lane. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 29-yard line.
The Baltimore Ravens know exactly what they're looking for at every position and at receiver. They love big-bodied guys. Lane is 6'4" and thrives at winning the ball in the air.
To throw again is Jackson. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was the tight end. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Jackson now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Jackson will throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to keep because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And Jackson throwing once more. This is caught. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They they gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving into more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Richardson. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in coverage. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Richardson going on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. But DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season openers. They're able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up. Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Now Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The pickup there, 5 yards.
First down.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Richardson looking to throw this.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Richardson looking to throw. Lets one go downfield for Pierce.
This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
2nd and 7.
Kyle Hamilton. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 7-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Trey Hendrickson able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
A 35-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it's scooped up and taken in for the touchdown.
And I love how you use the word fortuitous there, because as that popped up, he just happened to be in the right place, grabbed it, and found his way into the end zone.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half, because they had a lot of success running the ball. And I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And they'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Second down and 8.
They'll run it again with Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Tough spot here. Third down and 11.
Back at the 46-yard line.
Running from the gun with Henry. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Ravens send their punter out now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This will be taken at the 10.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Second down and 6 now from the 26.
Operating from the gun, Richardson.
A short one there, caught by Warren.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Another Colts first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to Taylor on first down. Down to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a second and 6.
19 tight. Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Operating from the gun, Richardson. Well, that is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
6 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
70 Lions. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Stop low 18.
Operating from the gun, Richardson. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And his kick here is good.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Set at the line for this next drive.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now it's Jackson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd. Jackson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Look at the big fella go. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop it. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 15 now.
35, Colts 20. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
37-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working,
Touchdown, Indianapolis!
Anthony Richardson.
63 yards.
And the Colts are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Two things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Jackson.
Lane making the catch.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. Henry out of the pistol. DeForest Buckner on the tackle.
Oh, that's one that won the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And he'll get it down to the play to the 37.
102 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
A first down carry for Henry.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And now Jackson will look to throw it.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can draft anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson to throw.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
We see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. To throw is Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive,
and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor, 81 yards. And the Colts have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
Ravens 35, Colts 33. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set at the line for this next drive.
And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. That is intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Colts are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Here's Richardson. Lets one go downfield for Pierce.
And this is caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Alec Pierce,
50 yards.
and the Colts use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5.
35.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jackson.
And got his man complete.
Now he breaks free in the middle of the field.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
A big play there. 76 yards.
And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
For the 2-point conversion.
Jackson to throw. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game.
Ravens 43, Colts 40. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Richardson to throw it.
And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now Richardson. That's complete to Pierce.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. He's got his target. That's complete.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
the 36-yard line.
Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
You know, as a defensive guy, I don't normally do this, Brandon, but a tip of the cap to the offensive coordinator. Design quarterback run at this stage of the fourth quarter when I expected him to throw the ball, and he got a first down.
Yeah, trailing this stage of the fourth quarter. Picked up the first, stopped the clock, too.
Yeah, sometimes there's some guts in play calling when you go against the grain because you know you could easily be criticized if it doesn't work out.
And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Richardson.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Throwing now is Richardson.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1 and one of our early window games here in week